Okay. All right. Thank you. Is there a motion to return from executive session?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item 13 is action regarding our executive session. Is there a motion?
Motion to proceed as discussed. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone, for allowing us to take care of that. All right. Item number 11, discussion possible action regarding Delta Sigma Theta sororities, use of the Lincoln Building.
Are these the standard rental rates? Keith?
Have generally any standard rental rates. I was asked previously to assemble the costs for deputy utilities, personnel, and janitorial, and that comes in at about $850 per day. And so we would need to assign some kind of a cost. They want to use that every Saturday. And again, this sorority had used the meeting facility when Langston was our tenant.
Okay, so there's certificate of liability insurance. I'm assuming they came to you and submitted this. What do we charge currently for Santa Claus or Santa Claus?
I'm not sure what the Santa Claus
I don't think we
is.
charge anything. We're a government entity. It's a public building. They have insurance.
The $850 a month would recover our costs. $850 a day, I'm sorry.
These Saturdays.
So you're proposing to charge $850 for the,
Again, I was asked to assemble the costs associated with operations. So you have utilities, heat, air, water.
Look, they're a nonprofit organization. It says it right here. Do we have any information to think that that's otherwise?
No.
Okay. Do we currently charge any other nonprofit organization to use this building?
Treasurer's resale.
That's not a nonprofit organization, but thank you. Do we charge any other nonprofit organization to use this building?
I can't.
No, what I'm getting to is that we currently allow nonprofits to use this building at no charge, so why are we gonna charge one and not the other? The precedent is set, is what I'm saying.
Doesn't matter to me. I was just asked to assemble the
Okay.
costs.
I don't even know who put this item on, but
I put it on. I
Okay.
was asked last year to assemble the costs and bring it back.
perfect.
They want to start using this in April?
No, would like to use it right away.
Well, I don't know that we can allow them to do it right away because the dates that, I mean, in their letter, it says the dates we are requesting. The earliest date would be April 16th.
They said they would use it as soon as there was some decision. They asked for that.
Normally hold our meetings every third Saturday during the months of September through June. Let's get this off my center. I'll make the motion to allow
Recommend?
yes, to recommend to the Public Building Authority that we allow the use of the Lincoln Building Event Room for the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Oklahoma City Alumni Chapter, as prescribed in their letter.
And that includes them providing certificate of insurance,
Which,
and
yeah, that's on here.
I assume it's a daily one, so they don't need security. Is it during the day?
We'll have a security guy there. We'll have to make sure janitorial cleans up any mess and make sure that our facility personnel control and monitor the HVAC.
And we currently do that for any group that may utilize that
That's what we
facility
do.
with or without a charge.
Yes.
Right, is there a second to Miles' motion?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Keith. Given the length of our meeting, I'll ask you two and then those in the audience, is there anything else that we need to take up on this agenda today?
Seeing that, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
So I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Mr.
PBA
Chairman,
is
I'd like to make
adjourned.
a motion to reconvene the Public Improvements and Infrastructure Committee.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh.
I believe we approved our minutes, if my memory's correct. On PBA, we approved on infrastructure, we approved the minutes. Are there any items on this agenda that
we-
require a decision and or recommendation today?
You are going to Barnes. Item number 3 is the radio tower. I'd like to get rid of, yes, Mr. Chairman. I
Short
would like
answer.
to address number 3, which is the District 3.
Okay. Item 3, discussion review and possible action on the radio tower structure at the Highway District 3 yard. Mr. Barnes.
Yes, sir. We've prepared a document that is attached to this agenda that describes the situation out there really from multiple perspectives, both the safety hazard, the usability of that structure, some cost factors, excuse me, and having it removed, et cetera. We are in a potential fiscal liability situation with that tower, primarily from the safety and also from the FAA. We could certainly be fined if there are violations of lighting issues. There's no current methodology for monitoring the lighting issues on that. That structure is damaged and is precarious, I would say, as radio structures go, particularly if we end up with heavy ice loading, which could occur obviously any other day in Oklahoma. There's a lot of different factors with that, the dropping of ice on the facility, all those things. It's not a viable tower not cost effective to repair. It's our recommendation that this tower structure go away as it is no longer in use and again, not cost effective to repair.
Did we ever find out who has claim to the radio tower? Who owns it?
I believe it's
Is
on
it-
District 3's inventory.
Okay. I don't doubt it since it's sitting there, but that's fine. I mean, it's a huge hazard for us. If nobody else is gonna move forward with this issue, I'm tired of our guys dodging icicles coming down from hundreds of feet as they walk from one building to the next. The $38,700 as quoted in February 2020, is that still stand? Is that still something that could be done?
I actually have a revised quote for what they call destacking. One is to have complete removal, including all materials, everything from the site. I thought that was in this document. It's not. I have that in my office. It's a increase over this, but not much. I'm thinking off the top of my head, I think it was around $48,000 to have it completely removed. Where the anchors are in ground, have those spots restored to the gravel parking lot, which is what you've got going now. A second quote was also if they destacked the tower, took the cables, all that stuff down, left it on site, and your personnel took care of removing the anchors from the ground, then we would have to do something with materials. My recommendation would be clean. Just do it all, do away with it.
This sounds like a crazy question. What happens to the tower once they take it down? Obviously,
Salvage.
we would have to dispose of it.
Yes,
If it's on
exactly.
our
And that's why I
inventory, I would
recommend.
have to go through that process, and then we're gonna have to run it across that, or I could do a government-to-government transfer.
Yeah, reuse of that tower, I think you're not gonna find anybody that's too terribly interested in it.
Okay.
There's a lot of companies, and if you go on the turnpike to Tulsa, when you get out there around Chandler, there's, on the south side, there's all kinds of chunks of radio towers sitting there. Those are all over the place.
Yeah.
Reuse of a structure that old, I don't think you're gonna find it.
Okay. So, da-dun.
The revised quotes I have are within the last 6 months, actually last 4 months.
The only question is how to pay for it.
Yes, sir.
You got that in your back pocket?
Not today, no,
Okay.
sir.
What about your budget?
No, sir.
Okay. Is there,
Miles,
shoot,
let me ask you this.
wait a second, this,
Could you pay for it out of your capital, and then once it's down, I know you wouldn't recoup the entire cost, but since it's on your inventory, it would be something that you all could sell as scrap or auction, and those funds would then be remitted directly back to you.
let me ask this. We have money in public infrastructure funds. I mean, if this was purchased by us, I understand. If it was put up by us, I would understand, but
Oh,
probably
I
on
mi-
our inventory.
I
because it
misunderstood.
was just there.
I thought that D3 did purchase the tower.
I don't think the D3 purchased the tower.
I can.
I have not
double
been
check.
able to find anywhere where District 3 purchased the tower. Now, it is on our inventory, and I think it's on there because it's a radio tower and it's not going anywhere.
Well, it's location.
It's all location. So it's similar to,
If it's on inventory, wouldn't there be records showing who paid for it?
Likely. And your lady that works out there is the one that told me it was actually on your inventory. I think she's got some documentation.
yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Let's
get
do
it
it this
down.
way.
Let's get it down.
Let's
and we'll do that.
recommend to the BOCC that we move forward with removing and getting it down. The radio tower.
Is that your motion?
That's the motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you. And then we'll figure out the funding as we move forward to BOCC and who owns it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I will provide the revised quotes to the three of you, so you know what
Perfect.
kind of number we're looking at.
And
Mr. Barnes, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you need to address today? As you got your Wilshire Road issued in the BOCC, Social services, I don't think we're ready there. Anything, item 14 is an update on HVAC and restrooms. Anything that,
I think the only one, number 5, so you might be able to get off the list real quick. Why don't you do number 5 and then we'll be able to strike.
okay, so,
My suggestion would probably be if you haven't had the opportunity to speak with our facilities management director, you need to do so about item 7, but I think it might be one of those things that we could push forward. I just want to urge everybody to go talk to him.
I know last time, Keith, item 7, discussion possible action regarding new service agreement with Vicinity. You had presented us with some information about a meeting you had with them. Is there an update?
I'm told we'll be presented with a new contract in February. I just want you to be aware of the costs and the measures that we're taking to reduce use of chilled water and steam. For example, our steam, chilled water rather, in December, we reduced by 186%.
Why I had ice on my window.
Contract will be coming in February. This gives you some idea as to what the numbers might look like in the upcoming contract. And I'm not certain how long a term they'll ask for. Our conversation suggested 10 years. So our usage down 186% in that category. The cost over last year, December, is up 14%. Those are the kinds of escalation figures you might anticipate.
Is there a
Just
motion to
to,
receive that document?
Just to be fair, what are our other options for contracting this out?
They are a sole provider of steam and chilled water for this complex and for the jail.
Have they told us why the amount of increase?
Trying to recover
our-
increased fuel costs from last February and forward.
Okay. I'm good. Motion to receive report?
Second.
On favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anything else? Okay, Stacy would
I'll
like
just
to
make motion to
do,
receive the report as well.
Yeah,
That's,
discuss and possible action regarding a progress report on the courthouse roof.
That's complete.
that was item 5.
Okay, so motion to receive that update.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And motion to strike item 5.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, anything else? Okay. Or is there any citizens' participation in new business?
Make a motion to adjourn.
To adjourn.
Objection.
Miles
Second.
objects. All in favor?
Aye. I think I did.
You did, Charles.
Yeah.
Miles objected.
Charlie.